Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. This is Dee, and today's tarot card of the day out of the Wildwood Tarot deck is the Six of Bows in Abundance. And I really like this card coming out after the World Tree. So yesterday you realized you were walking that labyrinth, okay? And you walked up and you opened up the door, that's in that World Tree, expecting to come out on the other side. Now you've just ended the cycle. As soon as you go through that tree, you're starting another one. Right? But as you do, you kind of see this bright light as you walk through the door of the World Tree. And you feel everything that the World Tree has to offer. The water, the air, the fire, the stone, the security, right? And it's represented by all four seasons: winter, fall, summer, and spring. Constant change is going on, right? You have all of these elements within you, as well as the spirit element, okay? And that's what's going on right now when you're inside the World Tree. You haven't even walked out to the other side because the universe is talking to you. Spirit's talking to you. The World Tree is talking to you through the Wildwood Forest. Take that time to meditate in the glow and understand the message that the universe and spirit and the Wildwood Forest and the Wildwood Tarot has to tell you. Because what it's telling you right now, before you even walked over to the other, walked through the tree, as you're sitting there basking in this glow, and it seems like an eternity, it's showing you you've done well. Over these last 148 days, since July 18th of this year, you've learned a lot of things. You've gained that wisdom. You've gained that knowledge. You have abundance in your emotions. And when I say abundance in your emotions, you're secure. You have mental stability. If you want to look at this in a relationship, those relationships have gotten stronger, all right, the ones that you're in. You may have learned that you don't need certain relationships in your life, and as a result of that, you've learned to drop those off. You can go back and look at those memories. Hopefully there's no heartbreak, but at the same time, if they weren't serving you, it's good to drop them off. Look at the ones that are serving you, right? That significant other, those friends, family that's out there. And be grateful for the abundance of joy and happiness and love that they give you and you give them. And embrace the new relationships that you do have. And do so abundantly with the passion that you have. All right? If this is a career setting, all right, maybe you went through some hardships. Maybe there's some downsizing going on within your organization. But at the same time, you've gained that knowledge and wisdom. Look at the abundance that you do have with this opportunity, with this career that you have. Things may not be rosy, but maybe they're not talking layoffs. Maybe you're not within that group. Maybe you've got some seniority. You're right in the middle, right? If you are going through a job search, look at what you do have. Be grateful for what you do have. There's tons of opportunities out there. Maybe it's time to start a side hustle. Okay? Abundance can be in a lot of different forms. It doesn't have to be monetary. It doesn't have to be, something that you can put your hands onto. Abundance could be the simple thing of having enough to eat, as we have the harvest here, having enough to drink, having a little bit of money in the bank to get you through. An abundance of confidence in spirit taking care of you. The universe, God, however you want to look at it. The abundance of confidence that you have within yourself to reach out if you need help, to ask others. Especially during this time of the holidays. Maybe somebody invited you over for Thanksgiving and there was abundant of food and they said, here, take take a plate home. You can look at to me, this is all about resources. Look at the resources that you do have and see how grateful they are for giving you that abundance. And just appreciate, the abundance of family that may be, helping you out or there. The abundance of friends that you can talk to. Okay? And then, again, I was talking about that career setting. Look at the abundance of job opportunities where you may be a good fit. You may have to, update your resume. You may have to, take a few no's. But at the same time, there's going to be a yes that comes down. And before, maybe that job pool wasn't that big. And when you do get that job, and I hope you do, and you look at it, it may be better than what you had. And then you can say, wow, look at all that abundance. So, look at the abundance within the elements, right? We talked about feelings and emotions, right? And it's good to have the abundance of those. But if you apply them correctly with the wisdom and harmony that you have in your relationships, you're going to grab more new people into your life. If you use that abundance in your thought process, in the air energy, okay, in how you communicate, that may help you land a new job. Thinking about things, all right, don't overthink it. Think about things to help you out, all right, to give you the resources to feel even more abundant. The passion that this fire represents, all right, apply that passion to that thought process, all right, apply that passion to those emotions to look at the abundance, the creativity of things. All these thoughts I have in my head about doing something, if you don't put them into action, okay, they'll never come to fruition. Starting that side hustle, here's a good idea, boom, 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 boom. Okay, now you have to have the passion to put it forward. Well, how do you do that? Watch YouTube. Ask the questions. And then look at the abundance of resources that are out there. And if you're looking at the stones, look at the abundance of resources you have in materialism. What is it that you have in your house that you're not using? Where's that stability? If you have a lot of stuff, that's abundance. If you have a lot of security, that's abundance. Okay? If you're looking at spirit and you're talking with spirit, you're meditating, you're doing your yoga, everything like that, and you're getting these inspirational ideas, thank spirit, thank the universe, thank the Wildwood Tarot, thank the World Tree for giving you those ideas, for giving you that inspiration when you're moving forward. The universe is abundant to begin with. The spirit world is abundant. Your ancestors that have moved on are abundant. All you need to do is talk to them. I can tell you right now that after 142 days since the last World Tree came up, a lot of abundance has happened. We look at things day by day by day by day, sometimes hour by hour. But if you look over the last 6 months, 5 months, where were you on July 18th emotionally? Where was your creativity? What were you thinking about? Have you gotten better over those last 142 days? I bet you have. The universe has provided. And I appreciate you for being on, the Spirit's path with me over these last 142 days. 215 of you have watched regularly. And I appreciate that. And that's an abundance. 215 is more than one, right? It's not 1,000. But I'm very grateful for the abundance of subscribers that I do have. All right. So, here you are going through the World Tree, and it's only going to feel like a second. You'll feel like you'd be there for a week, but you feel this abundance. You can see the resources that are out there, so that when you do pass through and you start your journey again, because this isn't, not only is an ending, it's a beginning as well. And this is the beginning of abundance in your life. the beginning of abundance on your path, to continue to grow, to continue to learn, to continue to open yourself up to Spirit, to have Spirit guide you on your path. And when you open yourself up and you talk to Spirit, they're going to give you more resources. They're going to give you more abundance. They're going to give you what you need, okay? But every little bit extra is going to help. So that's today's tarot card out of the Wildwood Tarot deck, the Six of Bows in Abundance. Hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, share it with others, give me a thumbs up. And this is D for Spirit's Path. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care. God bless. Stay safe, everybody.